This way, please. Watch your step. Those holes in the ground are quite deep. Gaius? Oh, no, snakes.
Snakes?
Well, cobras mostly. Whatever you do, don't whistle. You see before you a perfect example of late Gothic style mixed with early New England. Early New England what? Witchcraft. Ooh. Note the dark tower with the widow's walk balcony.
Ah.
The marine plants under the pontoon are thought to be prehistoric.
Imagine that. What will they think of next?
Unique features of the house include an indoor grotto, crocodile tank, and bulge roofs. That concludes our tour.
This has been a marvelous tour, Miss Lang.
Bunny. Call me Bunny. I'm your friendly tour guide.
But this is the house we're most interested in, the Creeps Mansion.
We've heard so much about it.
We've heard so much about them.
Do you know the Creeps?
I do.
Were you here last year when it happened?
The big event?
I saw it all. I saw it happen. I believe I was just about to graduate from high school.
How exciting. Tell us about it, Bunny.
Well, that's not part of our tour.
Aww.
But if it means that much to you, no one expected it to happen. Of course, just goes to prove you never know. Let me think. Yes, I remember. It all started on a dark and stormy night. I believe Dr. Frankenstein was creating this monster on such a night.
That's what I like about living in Edible Falls. The lovely weather! There you are, Billy. Come around when I need you. What about the shutters in the tower room?
I opened them.
Good. I hate climbing stairs. Fortunately for me, I haven't lost my touch with the broom. Still gets me most places I want to go.
That room hasn't worked in years.
Says you. Mind your manners. Listen. Is that the storm or something at the front door?
Front door.
Let's see who it is.
Oh, no, what a night! The crocodiles are hatching. To see the shells cracking, little rows of teeth snapping at their sheer poetry.
You always did have a way with words, Sinbad.
It's the poet in me.
When you were a baby, all your goo-goos rhymed.
Robin a bobbin, bent his bow, shot a pigeon and killed a crow. That one's simply my favorite.
It's beautiful.
I'm not expecting anyone. Are you?
I never have company. All my friends are back in the old country.
Maybe Tarantula's expecting someone.
It's two of them.
Show them in, whoever they are.
This way, please.
Oh. How nice. Maybelle Bellfly and Four Lime Tree. My good neighbors.
I hope we're not coming at an inconvenient time. I saw the lights, so I knew you were home.
Well, I'd better get back to those crocodile eggs.
You know my grandmother.
I must have misunderstood. I thought your grandmother said crocodile eggs.
She did say crocodile eggs.
Don't be absurd.
Maybelle heard right. Crocodile eggs. That's why I'm dressed as a surgeon. Never know when an extra hand can come in handy. Handy.
Perhaps we should come back another
another time.
The sooner we get this settled, the better.
Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Have you any refreshments? How about a toad toddy?
What's in it?
A toad, of course.
Would you mind closing the door? I don't want to catch a draft.
Whatever you think is best. Billy, you can close those doors. So, how may I help you, ladies?
We're here because of the All-American Street Contest. We enter it every year, as you know.
Indeed I do. Much fun.
Every year we lose.
Win some, lose some.
I am determined that this year, Pilgrim Road will win.
Bravo, Flora! I applaud you! I applaud your determination! I applaud your dedication! I applaud you! Bravo, Flora!
Won't you call me Miss Limetree?
I'll call you whatever you would like. How about that shallow?
Really, Mr. Creeps?
A stab at humor. I love that word.
Humor?
Stab. I'll tell my way.
Please do.
15 men on the dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Is he gone?
I don't see him.
Good. That man's mad. All the creeps are mad. Such awful people, this awful house. I'll get rid of the creeps if it's the last thing I do.
Be careful, Flora. The Creeps are the oldest family at Edible Falls.
The oddest, you mean? Ever since I can remember, I've been embarrassed by their presence. I don't mind kooks, but the creeps are something else altogether. They just don't fit in. As a civic-minded citizen, I say they must go.
I don't think they'll go anywhere, Flora. After all, this is their home.
There's no need to remind me. Every year, I come within an inch of winning that award for Pilgrim Road, and every year I lose it when the judges get a view of this
House?
This house, yes!
Neighbors, how nice. How lovely of you to drop in. I hadn't seen you in such a long time, Flora, and you only live next door. But I saw you last week at the garage sale, Mabel.
That's right.
You bought the bed of nails, or was that Henrietta Headstone?
Henrietta bought the ball and chain. I bought the Venus flytrap for my son.
Oh, Scooter is such a nice boy. My niece Sally is very fond of Scooter.
Are you sure you're related? Sally is so...
Normal?
I'm sure Scooter wanted that lovely thing for a botany class.
No, he was writing a story about a large man-eating plant, and I thought the Venus flytrap would give him inspiration.
What are mothers for? I'm afraid we didn't sell very much at the garage sale.
Next time, try having your garage sale in the daytime.
In the daytime? What a curious suggestion. I'll put this down and we'll have a nice chat.
Canary?
Oh, I'm afraid of canaries. Such scary birds. This is an Amazon tarantula. Tarantulas are my only weakness, except for seeing that, of course. Now, Harry Lake, you be a good boy. I don't want to hear crawl out of you until morning.
See what I mean? She's demented.
Won't you sit, Flora?
We won't be staying long.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hasn't the weather been delightful? Thunderbolts and lightning, wind and rain.
I'll come right to the point, Mrs. Creeps.
Oh, tarantula. Tarantula.
Where?
No, I mean, why be formal? We've known each other for years. Call me Tarantula, Flora.
Very well. If you insist. Tarantula, Flora. I mean, tarantula. We're wasting time.
What time is it, I wonder? I never carry a watch. When you hear the shriek, it'll be exactly 10 p.m.
My, that's an interesting clock.
Oh, it's been in the family for centuries and centuries and centuries.
As you've probably read in the Edible Falls Gazette, I have once again entered Pilgrim Road in the contest for All-American Street.
Oh, how splendid.
Consequently, I am asking everyone to spruce up their houses, improve their gardens, and make each residence shine and sparkle for their purpose.
Everyone knows the most beautiful houses in Edible Falls are on Pilgrim Road.
All except one.
Oh, I don't agree, Flora. You have a very lovely house.
I mean, this house!
Oh, you're joshing.
How's everyone getting along?
Sinbad, darling, Flora Langtree has entered Pilgrim Road into the All-American Street Contest. Isn't that the lovely?
It would be a Pilgrim Road 1.
That's why I'm here.
Flora wants everyone to make their houses shine and sparkle. Fortunately for us, we won't have to do a thing. This house is perfect the way it is.
Perfect as perfect can be. I wouldn't change a blade of grass.
You don't have have a blade of grass. I don't know what's growing outside this house, but it's all twisted and gnarled.
Oh, thank you.
Tarantula has a green thumb.
Probably a green foot too.
What are you gonna do?
I came prepared. Watch. I would like to buy this house.
What?
I am prepared to offer a handsome price. Think it over.
Sell the creep's mansion?
If you want to see the last of those darn little crocs crawl out of the eggshells, you better hurry.
We don't want to miss his blessing.
Do join us, Flora. Mabel.
We'll see them some other time.
There may not be another time. Crocodiles eat their young, you know.
They have to go. That's all there is to it. You weren't serious about buying this terrible house? Completely serious. I want to buy this house so I can tear it down. That way, the judges will never have to see it.
It would cost a lot of money.
What do I care? I'm rich. I know.
What?
I'll call my niece. Beverly works for the city, doesn't she? She'll know some way to condemn the property. I'll call her at once.
At this hour, she's probably asleep.
Then I'll wake her. I got Beverly that job. Now it's time for her to pay her dues. To me. How does this thing work? It's so old. There's no way to dial.
What number, please? Number, please.
I'm calling my niece, Beverly Limetree, at 555-6363, area code 340.
What's an area code?
When you hear the shriek, it'll be exactly 5 minutes after 10 p.m. Mama!
I love tomatoes because of red bread. I love hangman's noose because it's made of bread. Best of all, I love hangman's noose when the bread is red and the hangman's dead. Excellent. What shall I call it? I know. Oh, to a hummingbird. I'll dedicate it to Tarantula, as always.
There's a telephone call lighting up my switchboard.
Who's it for?
It's not for you, Mr. Creep.
Who's calling?
I didn't ask.
Is the tomato juice you wanted Sinbad? I'm afraid it's not pure tomato. We're out. This is clamato.
You say tomato, I say clave. What does it matter when it's squeezed and blow?
How romantic. Nana dug up the clams herself with her long fingernails.
She went to the seashore.
You know she never goes out. She dug them up from the cellar.
Good old Nana, what would we do without her?
Your party is still holding.
Tarantula, my love, you must hear my latest poem. I dedicated it to you.
How sweet.
The telephone call's for you, Mrs. Creeps.
I suppose I have to sing with this.
Why not? Live alone.
This is Miss Tarantula Creek speaking. Oh, it's Flora Limetree.
She doesn't give up easy.
No, she doesn't. I'm afraid we haven't changed our minds, Flora. We couldn't possibly sell Creek's mansion. Yes, Flora, I'll do that. I'll discuss it with my husband. Good day, good neighbor.
She's persistent.
She's doubled her offer.
Double.
She knows a beautiful house when she sees one. I think she's envious of us, Sinbad.
Jealous of people like it.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
How do you mean?
Refusing her offer. With the money she's offering, we could travel for the rest of our lives. We could visit Egypt again, all those lovely tombs and burial chambers.
We can visit Devil's Island.
I've always wanted to see the Black Hole of Calcutta.
There's only one way to settle this. Out Wichita! At Wichita, do we have a word with you, please?
What do you want? You know I hate being disturbed. I hate being disturbed worse than I hate being framed.
We need your advice, Aunt
We could use the loot.
Should we sell?
Sell? Are you crazy?
I knew she would go for the idea.
This is the ancestral home of the Creeps. This house is family. You wouldn't sell a family, would you?
Certainly not.
Never.
Bah!
It was only a passing fancy on Wichita, a fleeting thought.
She's just offering so much money.
Don't trust her!
And Wichita gets right to the point. You don't think Full Lime Tree's up to something, do you?
She wants to buy a beautiful house, that's all. Mustn't be suspicious of neighbors. It's not neighborly.
And Wichita's a pretty good judge of character, you know. Sometimes I get the feeling Full Lime Tree doesn't like us.
You're imagining things seem bad.
Aunt Rachel, Uncle Sinbad, I'm home.
It's Sally!
Quincy Parlor, Sally.
Come on in, Scooter. Scooter's gonna help me with my science project. We'll be working with towers.
What's this project?
It's a telescope that can locate anything that's traveling from another planet.
I got the idea from one of Scooter's stories.
Oh, Scooter, you do have quite the imagination.
Thanks, Mr. Creeps. I tried.
How did the Venus flytrap work out, Scooter?
Oh, it died, Mrs. Creeps.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
A fly buzzed by and the Venus closed so fast it snapped in two.
Johnson dead.
They're so sweet, those darling little crocs.
Let's take Harry Knights into the solarium. He could do us a little more peace.
Good idea. I'll recite my poem in the wicker chair. I love tomatoes because of the red.
Now, why don't you serve Scallop, Sally, and Scooter some refreshments?
Leave it to me. I just made cookies. Gingerbread people. Such fun to bite into them. So crunchy, you'd think they'd have real bones.
I am a pushover for cookies. I still remember those wonderful gumdrops you made one time. Where'd you make them from?
What else? Gums.
Well, you sure have a neat family, Sally. And a great party house. Every time I come here, I feel like I'm on vacation. This house is better than Disney World.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're an average American family living in an average American town. Nothing special.
You wouldn't say that if you were my mother. All she and Flora Lime Tree talk about is this house and the All-American Street Contest.
I'm bored with everyone in this town talking about the contest. Other things are more important.
Like that concert over in Rivertown, Saturday. How about a date?
I'll think about it, Scooters. Right now, we ought to get started with the telescope.
No chow? I thought we were going to eat gingerbread people.
Nana will take a plate to the tower.
Fantastic. Did I hear something?
The front door was open, so I crept in.
I guess I can go to
I'm late arriving. I know. Better late than never, eh?
My name is Sally Creeps. Did you want to see someone?
I had a correspondence with Mrs. Sinbad Creeps.
She's my aunt.
Are you a relative?
Do I look like a relative? Oh my God.
Mortimer Weird. MD. You're a medical doctor?
No, Andy. Mysterious dude. Say, I haven't frightened you, have I?
No, of course not.
I'd never forgive myself. Ow! What a dump! Oh well, beggars can't be choosers.
Here we are, gingerbread people.
What?
Oh, company. Isn't he handsome? No, she's my grandson's wife. A lovely girl she is, too. Who are you?
My name is Weird. Mortimer Weird.
Nice name.
Thank you.
Anytime. Gingerbread people?
Perhaps another time. The crumbs always stick to my teeth.
Mr. Weird?
to eat my gingerbread people.
Sally and Scooter have gone to the tower. They'll eat your gingerbread people.
The tower? That means I'll have to climb the stairs. My broom won't go up there.
Handsome devil.
What is it I can do for you, Mr. Weird?
Well, you advertised rooms for rent in the magazine.
That was a long, long time ago, Mr. Weird. Besides, I couldn't get a license to rent rooms. The whole idea just freezes.
That's besides the point. I require a room with a bath. I told all my friends I'd be staying here in Edible Falls, so you can't expect me to come all the way to Edible Falls for a room and then go someplace else. I require a special atmosphere of peace and quiet, and this place has it. Your aunt said so. Not interrupting everyone.
This is Mr. Weird, Sinbad. Do you remember the time we advertised rooms for rent?
Years back, ancient history.
Mr. Weird has answered that ad.
I wrote you.
Perhaps you did. I can't remember. In any case, renting a room is out of the question.
But I have no place to stay.
How about the YMCA?
Do I look like a jock? Your ring. This? You remember the Loyal Order of Penguins? That's my lodge. We're Lodge Brothers.
Lodge Brothers.
I'm a penguin. You're a penguin. You're a penguin. I'm a penguin. One for all for one. Penguin, penguin, rah, rah. Ah! That is sentence international. We can't let a fellow penguin down.
If you say so, Sinbad. How long are you planning on staying, Mr. Weird?
Hard to say. What line of business are you in? I'm retired. We'll do our best to make you happy. I require peace and quiet. Your aunt did say this place was quiet as a tomb.
Oh, that was before Sally came to live with us. You know how teenagers are. This is Mr. Weird, Billy. I think the room under the rusty gable will do nicely. It has a full view of the town cemetery.
If you'll follow me.
I'll have Billy get your luggage after you've seen your room.
I don't like luggage. I don't carry any. All luggage does is weigh you down. When I travel light.
What a peculiar fellow.
All those penguins are a little peculiar. Goes with the territory.
I can't recall his letter. I don't even remember the name of the magazine.
What does it matter? We have plenty of room around the house.
I'm about done, Mr. and Mrs. Creeps.
I hope everything is all right, Beverly.
It's like I told you folks, routine inspection.
Your Aunt Flora must be very proud of you, Beverly. A city official, and you're so young. Your future could be bright.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
One day, Beverly, you could be the mayor of Edible Falls.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sure this year Pilgrim Road will win that award your aunt is always after.
The All-American Street Contest is high on her list of priorities.
Would you like to see the baby crocodiles?
You can't keep crocodiles on a residence. That's a violation of city code.
Oh, don't be silly, Beverly. Everybody has a crocodile or two in the cellar.
Not really.
Hope you haven't found anything wrong with the house.
I'm going to be frank with you folks. This house is a disaster.
Disaster?
I mean, the floors are warped and dangerous. The wiring needs to be replaced, and plumbing. You cannot have wood shingles on the roof. The pond gives off poisonous vapors, and the front lawn is sinking.
Scooter, give me a hand.
It's against code to use an open fire instead of a stove. The foundation is unsteady. The stairs are shaky. The tower totters, and the dungeon has only one exit.
You're going to cite us?
I don't know if the citation would do much good.
Explain yourself, Beverly.
I mean, it would cost a fortune to bring this place up to code. Probably $1 million.
$1 million?
At least.
We don't have that kind of money.
I don't think the bank would loan you anything. Not on this termite pile.
Termite pile?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Looks bad, seem bad.
Wonder what we can do.
If I were you folks, I'd sell. That is, if you could get anyone to buy the place.
Beverly, why hasn't the city been here before?
Oh, it's like I told you folks. New city policy. Inspect each house once a year. If you can't find a buyer, the city will have to tear the house down. Condemned property.
Seems bad. I think I'm going to faint.
There, sit down. There. Everything will be all right. Explain yourself, Beverly.
I don't see how.
Tarantula, Sinbad! A moving truck has pulled up and they're unloading all sorts of wonderful odds and ends, all the way from Egypt. Oh, hello, Beverly. I said to my husband, Jasper, those fascinating creeps are getting new furniture, all the way from Egypt. I simply must have a look. I hope you didn't mind me cutting across the lawn. What lawn?
It's not new furniture, Henrietta. The princess always travels with her favorite things.
Princess? Did you say princess?
Princess and Rebel. We met her in Egypt. She's going to be a house guest.
There goes the neighborhood, right into the history books. Imagine royalty in Edible Falls. I simply must phone the Gazette. This is front page news.
Careful. He does it. Don't drop it.
When will the princess arrive?
Who knows?
Sinbad,
Yes, Nana.
Princess unravel in the house, better hire a maid.
Good idea.
I've given you results of my inspection, and I've given you my advice.
Yes, yes. Sinbad, I need a breath of fresh air. My head is splitting.
Can I watch?
Good idea. A walk around this compound will do you good.
I wonder what's the matter with Tarantula. She isn't looking well.
What are you talking about? She looks marvelous. Really unhealthy. Would you like to see the little darlings?
May I use the phone?
It's over there.
Little darlings?
A week old.
What are they, puppies or kittens?
See for yourself.
Oh, I never could resist a puppy or a kitty. They're so cute and cuddly when they're young.
Don't get too close to the mother.
I'm the telephone operator.
You work here?
Worked here for years. I'll soon be eligible for a pension. Now give me your number and I'll get you your party.
Oh, I'm calling my aunt. Lime tree. Flora lime tree?
Oh, I know that number. That's an easy one. Hold on.
Aunt Flora? It's Beverly. Yes, I did everything you told me. They'll sell. I know the All-American Street contest is getting close. After what I told them, it's in the bag. Stop worrying.
You know what's down there, Beverly? They're not sweet little kittens or puppy dogs. Not even pot-bellied pigs. They're alligators.
Crocodiles.
Poor Sinbad, I'm worried. He's not himself at all lately. All this horrid business about house repairs.
I can't imagine why Beverly Lantry said this house is in such bad shape.
Nor can I. It's a complete mystery.
That's better. The dungeon doors aren't creaking anymore.
Oh, I like the creaks. Beverly said the door could get stuck. She thinks it's the only way in and out of the dungeon. Beverly said repairs could cost up to $1 million.
$1 million?
We don't have it, Sally.
Maybe we should consult with Aunt Wichita.
Why didn't I think of that? You're such a clever girl.
Go on, Aunt Tarantula. What are you waiting for?
I hope she's in a good mood. She has such a short temper.
Do you want me to knock?
No, I'll do it.
What?
Sorry to disturb you, Aunt Wichita.
Never mind the story. What do you want?
There's a problem with the house, Aunt Wichita.
That again. You can't sell. That's all there is to it.
But the building inspector was here, and she says the house needs repairs.
Touch one shingle and I'll put a curse on you.
You don't understand, Aunt Wichita. If we don't make repairs, the house will be condemned.
I'll put a curse on anyone who condemns this house.
I'm afraid Aunt Wichita hasn't kept up with the times.
Looks that way.
Can't you offer any advice on Wichita?
Yes. Stop bothering me. I've got problems of my own.
Not one of her better days, I'm afraid.
But she's usually so good when it comes to family problems.
She's not as young as she used to be. Curses don't work the way they did in her day.
Man, I gotta hand it to Nana. When it comes to eats, she knows her stuff. I never had a cooking pot before.
What did you have?
Liver.
Whose? Hi, Scooter.
You, Marmer. That's Nana. Must be time for dessert.
Mr. Weird has made himself right at home.
How are you, Mrs. Creeps?
Don't ask Scooter.
I already did.
Beverly Lively wants to condemn this house.
Gotta be kidding.
She said repairs could cost up to $1 million.
I've got $50 in my pocket. You can have the money if you think it would help.
What a nice thing to say.
How kind, how generous. But I'm afraid $50 wouldn't help.
I wish I could think of something alternative.
Let's not give up hope.
So, what do you say, Sally? Ride to Rivertown, pick up those concert tickets?
All right, I guess.
Scooter, are you still writing those stories?
Yeah, I'm working on one right now.
You're so dedicated.
The Mark Twain of Edible Falls.
I'm sure looking forward to meeting the princess.
The princess's arrival has everyone eager to meet her.
Gotta expect that in a small town. Okay to go up the back way?
If you wish.
I saw Flora Lime Tree headed this way from the tower. That's probably her at the door right now. I'd go through an obstacle course to avoid her. Shall we?
Let's.
You enjoy yourself, children.
Here,
Flora Lime Tree?
the job applicant from the Domestic Health Agency.
Oh yes, is the maid.
Oh, they sent to.
Send them in. I'll interview them. See if you can find my husband.
He's sulking in the broom closet.
Oh, Sinbad does not sulk. He's thinking.
Bah, in here, please.
I'm going to tell you right out. I don't do windows. I don't wait tables. You have more than 6 empty suits. No pets, no kids. I want weekends off. And I want a television. Cable and color.
Name, please.
You first.
I am Mrs. Tarantula Creeps.
I believe you. Say, who designed this place? Dracula?
I don't know what you mean.
No garden work. I don't weed. I don't pull. And I definitely don't plant.
Name, please.
You speaking to me?
Unless there's somebody else, it's a hallway.
I don't see anybody else. I'm Miss Jones, Miss Lullaby Jones. Everybody calls me Lullaby.
Please sit, both of you. I have a few questions.
You didn't ask me my name. Ain't you asked me my name?
Forgive me, what is your name?
Well, it ain't Lullaby. It's Nest Road. Like the pie. You ever heard of Nest Road pie? Yeah, it's okay. Most people ain't. Go to Nest Road. Say, I want to ask you something, Mrs. Creeps.
Yes?
That butler, if I didn't know any better, I'd say he had horns growing out of his forehead.
Aren't they attractive?
Well, what's the butler's name?
Billy?
As in Billy Goat?
That's right.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Who's that?
Ignore Mr. Weird. He's a penguin.
Mr. Weird is a penguin?
Ordinarily, Billy does all the housework.
Who are you trying to kid? This house hadn't had a dust job in years.
Oh, that is not true. Billy puts dust in each room at least once a week.
Applicants for the new maid's job.
Oh yes, Sinbad, this is Gretel Nesserode and Lullaby Jones.
My pleasure, ladies.
This is my husband, Mr. Creeps.
Why is your husband wearing that hard hat? Why is your husband holding that sword? And why is he wearing that phony eye patch?
My husband's ancestors were all famous pirates. It's his way of keeping in touch with the past.
Ship on the horizon! Again, Mr. Plummers! I bet you had your act together! Ship on the horizon, lads! Hoist the Jolly Roger! Why? Attack! Heave ho!
That does it. I've worked with some strange people, no doubt about it. But this place is stranger than strange. Pirates, penguins, goats.
Heave
and racing his handbag, you take one more step and it's aspirin all over your face.
I don't understand, Miss Road. What is the problem?
You people don't need a maid, you need a zookeeper.
Didn't you know we had crocodiles?
Crocodiles?
It's an odd female creature. Again!
Since Miss Nesselrode doesn't want the job, can I have it? It's not easy for me since I flunked out of beauty college.
Oh, of course you may have to talk to another time. Billy will show you what has to be done. Besides my husband, we have one niece, one nana, one boarder, and we're expecting a friend from Egypt. How soon can you start?
I can start right now if you'd like.
Wonderful.
New maid.
This is Lullaby Jones. Billy, show her the house. Start with the dining room and then the dungeon.
This way goes by.
I'm sure you'll like my work. I'm really good with lemon pledge.
She seems like a nice girl.
I feel sorry for her. She's so plain. Are you feeling any better, Sinbad?
Not really. $1 million for repairs? Where's that money going to come from? It's my responsibility to maintain this house. Oh.
Please let me handle this, Aunt Flora.
I know what I'm doing. Always listen to your Aunt Beverly.
I didn't hear you read.
I have no time for small talk.
Won't you sit, Flora?
I think you should sit.
What?
Because when you hear the news, you'll probably fall down.
News?
Sit down! Year after year, I have failed to win the All-American Street Contest because of this wretched house. I offered to buy it from you, but you refused. My plan was to tear it down.
Tear it down.
There's not enough time to tear it down. You may keep the wretched place. What are you waiting for, Beverly? Go on. Tell them.
As you can see by this city map, new lines have been drawn. I marked them in red pencil. Previously, your house was within the city limits.
What do you mean was?
Look at the map. This house is no longer part of Edible Falls. What? You can't do that.
Yes, she can.
Can she?
I guess.
You forget. I have the city council. I have a way of getting what I want. I want that award. The only way to get it is to get rid of you.
That is not neighborly.
So what?
The ancestral home. No longer in Edible Falls.
That's right. And there's nothing you can do about it.
This is the end. Who?
See that? He's fainted.
And how?
Is that a witch doctor in the house?
What time do you think Princess Unravel will be here?
She's expected at any moment.
I hope Mr.
Creeps will be up to it. He's not feeling his best. Mrs. Creeps is concerned. Awfully.
His family has lived in Edible Falls longer than any other. Now that he finds that his house is outside the town limit, it's breaking his heart. It's all because of Flora Library. I feel it in my horns.
I wish there was something I could do.
Don't worry, it might break him up.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze.
Wasn't me.
By the way, little buddy, do you have any cigarettes?
I should say not. You shouldn't smoke, Billy. It's bad for your health.
I don't want to smoke the cigarettes. I want to eat them.
That's silly. Nobody eats cigarettes.
Want a bit?
Wait till Princess Unravel sees what I cooked up for dinner. Yum, yum.
I thought what you said for dinner last night was delicious. What was it?
Kidneys. I hope Sinbad is up for the princess's visit.
Okay, little boy, can you help me do something with the old cobwebs?
You want me to pull them down?
I want you to help me put new ones up.
Gee, Anna, I hope my work has been satisfactory. Everybody's been so nice to me.
We're a nice family, little boy. Always have been, always will be.
Billy says the family used to be in a pirate business.
Oh, that was long ago. For television. Ever heard of Blueberry the Pirate?
You mean Blackbeard.
No, I mean Blueberry. Blueberry Creeps. Terror of the New England coast. His treasurer built this house. Some believe his treasure is still here. There isn't one Spanish doubloon. Trust me, I've searched high and low. Truth of the matter is simple enough. The Creeps pirate treasure was all spent by the turn of the century.
Gee, golly gosh.
People prefer fiction to fact, like that Scooter Belfry, Sally's friend. Always making up fanciful stories about Edible Falls.
Lullaby.
You'll have to excuse me, Anna. I have to go help Billy with the cobwebs.
Run along now. Keep an eye out for Hairy Legs. He's missing!
Yes, you.
Mel Gibson. Mortimer.
Anna.
Mortimer.
Anna, my fetus.
So nice to have a man around the dungeon. I hope he'll be staying long.
Anna, I wanted to ask you something.
Ask.
Have you ever thought about going steady?
Mortimer.
No.
My special cure-all is brewing. I'll have Sinbad feeling good in no time.
Mortimer, I'd like you to meet an old friend and colleague, Evangeline.
Colleague.
Best healer in these parts.
MD.
No, HT.
HT.
Herbs and tea.
I've known Evangeline for what seems like centuries.
I think it has been centuries. We met in New Orleans.
What's that?
It's a pygmy hand.
What's that?
It's a voodoo doll. It's rubbish, I know. No show, no dough. I write it off on my income tax as an advertising expense. Hello, Nana. Brother Penguin.
Feeling any better, Sinbad?
I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. I'll get my special cure. The ancestral home, no longer in Edible Falls. Tarantula writes to the princess all the time about this wonderful town, and now we're not in it. What will she ever think?
You worry too much, Sinbad.
Oh,
It's always darkest before the dawn.
usually that's the way I like it. Your problems are over, Sinbad. A few sips of this, and you'll be a new man. But I don't want to be a new man. I want to be the old Sinbad. When this house was part of Edible Falls. Gloom will vanish. All will glow. Sip this tea. Dark will go.
Catchy.
Go on, Sinbad. It's good medicine.
You don't understand. She's here. She's here.
Who's here?
The princess. What excitement.
Unravel?
Of course, Princess Unravel. I'm so excited. Do I bow or do I salute?
This is sensational. I've never met a princess before.
All the way from Egypt.
Flora will never forgive me, but I had to see her.
I want to get a good picture.
Everybody listen. We're going to give Princess Unravel a wonderful Edible Falls welcome, even if this house is no longer in Edible Falls. Oh, forgive me, darling. I forgot how sensitive you are.
Don't worry about me. It's the princess that matters.
Imagine, all the way from Egypt.
Make way for the princess.
On the count of 3, welcome, Princess Unravel. Ready?
Ready.
A 1,
A 1,
a 2,
a 2,
a 2.5,
a 2.5,
3.
Welcome, Princess Unravel.
Let's try that again, Mrs. Creeps.
By all means, Scooter. Ready?
Ready.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Welcome, Princess Unravel.
I came in the back way.
Princess, my old girl, let me welcome you to, I almost said Edible Falls, my old pal.
Sinbad, you old pirate, you.
I know you're going to have a wonderful stay, Princess. We're going to do everything we can to make your stay exciting.
Oh, my dear tarantula. You're looking like, well, what's the word? Tarantula.
Oh, how sweet. How lovely.
Hold it. All right, good. Just to be sure, let's take another one. You get close, Mr. Creeps. Buddy, buddy. You know, photo caption. Creeps entertain visiting royalty.
The princess doesn't object.
Of course not. It's good for international relations.
On the count of 3, say cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Considering where I am, moldy. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Moldy cheese.
How about a few words to my paper, Princess?
I would be delighted. Ever since I first met the charming creeps, I have wanted to visit their lovely town of Edible Falls, for I knew if they were a sample of its citizenry, it must be a delightful place. Indeed, if I can find a suitable pyramid, I might take up residence in the town.
Pyramid? Did you say pyramid?
I did.
But you're a high personage. We don't have pyramids in Edible Falls.
Oh, in that case, a suitable tomb will do.
He's really strange. I kind of girl.
Be polite, Scooter. The princess has a wonderful sense of humor.
Sense of humor? What does she mean?
Everyone, refreshments are being served on the tower.
Come, Princess. I'll introduce you to everyone over refreshments.
Oh, I hope you have avocados. The oil is very beneficial to my skin. I have very dry skin. Nothing seems to help.
Oh, you must try Nana's oil of turtle.
Sea turtle.
Oh, no, Mr. Turtle used to be a neighbor.
Edible Falls, home sweet home no more.
I can't tell you the excitement the princess's arrival caused.
You make the princess look like a dummy. Mummy.
The atmosphere of the house, I imagine. One could imagine anything the creeps manage.
Was it a mummy case? My luggage?
I never found out two such very important events really had the town in an uproar.
2 events?
Yes, the princess arrived the same day as the All-American Street Talk contest took place.
Is that a fact? What happened?
Well, not what you might expect. There was another storm. Thunder, lightning, howling wind.
Time for afternoon tea. Cuckoo, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Stupid mouse, cuckoo.
ready.
I'm ready. You better believe I'm ready. What's the rush?
You know the boss doesn't have any patience.
I thought we were gonna wait until tonight.
What does it matter? With this storm, it wouldn't matter if it was midnight.
We'll have to get out of town fast.
The boss knows what he's doing.
You sure they're asleep?
I'm sure. Every afternoon, like clockwork, they take a nap. You couldn't wake that nana with a hydrogen bomb.
What if they won't talk?
They'll talk. The boss has his ways of making people talk.
Creeps ain't like other people.
Stop worrying, I tell you.
Excellent advice, Mortimer.
It's the boss.
The boss.
Anyone outside?
Can't see a thing. It's black as oil.
Good. Not so much as one to bloom.
No. I checked the tower, the dungeon, the grounds.
Good. Couldn't get anything out of the grandmother?
I questioned her a dozen times. She said the family fortune was used up years ago.
That's what those snoopers off the track. We've got work to do, my children. I want to see that crate I shipped on ahead filled with forgotten treasure. As Sinbad's ancestors would say, take no prisoners.
Take no prisoners.
Say, boss, how much do you think that treasure's worth?
Millions.
I could get out of the herbal tea racket.
I get my teeth fixed. Thinking of having a cat.
Watch it. I don't trust the Billy. Let me do the talking.
Good boss. Boss.
You rang Princess Unravel.
Yes, I must speak with Mr. and Mrs. Cleves.
Ready by.
Wake them.
They'll be annoyed.
Don't question the orders of the princess. Move it.
If that is your wish.
That is my command. What are you waiting for? Do as you're told.
Did you see that look he gave you? I think he smells a rat.
Who are you calling a rat?
Figure of speech. That's it. Figure of speech.
Boss.
Don't try to cross me. Either of you. It wouldn't be healthy. Plus, we don't know the date.
She did. What a start.
Sally, we thought you went out with your friend.
The weather's so bad we can't step out. I hope Lily and Lullaby
Ah, yes, I'm quite comfortable, thank you.
You're certainly causing a sensation in Edible Falls.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Sally, your friends won't be coming to visit tonight, will they?
You mean Scooter? I doubt it. Not in this weather. Why do you ask?
Just wondering.
I have a little gift for you, Sally.
For me?
All the way from the deserts of Arabia.
How wonderful.
Yes, it's crushed pearls of Yemen blended with sweet water from the Nile. You'll enjoy the aroma. Here, I'll put some on my handkerchief. Let me know what you think of it. Yes.
It's like chloroform.
No, Sally, it is not like chloroform. It is chloroform!
Chloroform?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
What should we do with the boss?
The dungeon. I want no interruptions.
Chloroform? You think of everything.
Is there anything I can get you, Princess Unravel?
No, thank you. Alas, I have something for you. It is my custom to give gifts to servants.
What a nice custom, Princess.
In fact, I have your gift here.
For me?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
You'll find out.
It's crushed pearls of Yemen, blended with sweet water from the Nile.
Wow, heavy.
Yes, you'll enjoy the aroma.
It's a perfume.
You won't find it in any cosmetic shop.
Oh, I understand. It's an exclusive.
Let me know what you think of it.
It's unusual.
Perhaps it's gone a little weak. Try again.
Okay by me. Oh, I don't think it's gone a little weak, Princess. I think it's gone bad. Smells funny. Oh, I don't feel so good. In fact, I feel terrible.
Don't tell me. I know the dungeon.
What about the butler?
I'll tell him the chloroform is a new clone.
What if it doesn't work?
Well, that's what guns are for.
Billy said you wanted to see me, Princess Unravel.
Yes, I am deeply sorry to disturb your slumber.
Oh, think nothing of it, Your Highness.
Please have a seat.
You're still here, Evangeline?
wouldn't want me to leave in this weather, would you? You're welcome to stay as long as you like. I wouldn't be here in the first place. Only Nana insisted.
I'm so grateful for your help, Evangeline.
Wait till you get my bill.
There's my good friend Sinbad.
How's your service, Princess?
Yes, Sinbad, please, a few words.
Is everything all right?
Tell. Any problem?
I like
You and Mortimer have become friends. How nice.
Not friends exactly, more like accomplices.
Accomplices?
Keep an eye out for the butler. You got it.
What is that?
Smells like a gun. Tastes like a gun. Looks like a gun. It's a gun.
Penguins don't carry guns.
This one
So do I. Mind telling us what's going on, Princess?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you tell me?
What?
Where is it?
Why, there's what?
The treasure. Pirate treasure. Stop stalling.
Pirate treasure?
It's somewhere in this house, buried or hidden. I want it. Tell me where it is. Otherwise,
Otherwise?
Buzz can get nasty.
yes, very nasty.
There is no pirate treasure. Not anymore.
Get some rope. We'll tie him up. Take up the shoes and the socks. We'll give them a hot lick. They'll never forget. They'll talk. Help! You fool! I told you to get him!
I tried.
Why didn't you use your gun?
He ate it!
This way, Billy. Where, Billy? This way. Here, Billy.
If any harm comes to Billy.
If you play ball, no harm will come to Billy or lullaby.
Lullaby too.
Don't forget the niece.
Sally!
Tell me where it is.
I'm here. Anybody home?
Who's that?
How should we know?
What are we gonna do?
You and Evangeline, act natural. You two sit down. One wrong creep out of either you and it's pointless for the creeps.
I did knock several times. I imagine you didn't hear me because of the storm.
Who are you looking for?
Oh, I'm not looking for anyone in particular. Are you Mrs. Creeps?
Yes, sir.
I am Mrs. Creeps.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dulcie Burnside. I am the judge for the All-American Street Contest. I've come to look at the house.
Couldn't you come back later?
Impossible! It's now or never. Time is short.
But you can't see the outside of the house in this rain.
I saw the exterior this morning. It's the interior I'm now interested in.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave.
What?
Leave. Get out.
There is no need to be impolite.
This house is under quarantine.
Quarantine?
Yes, the doctor said so.
What doctor?
She's the doctor.
I'm the doctor. Voodoo, voodoo, and herbal tea.
Strange-looking people, aren't they? Perhaps I'd better go.
Yes, that is the wise thing. You wouldn't want to catch anything. Catch the
Good gracious, why those girls?
What girls?
Something's terribly wrong with this house. I'm going to get the police right now.
You're not going anywhere. You can forget about calling the police.
There's no police. The house is surrounded, Princess. You haven't got a chance. Surrender.
What are you gonna do? They've got the house surrounded.
There's a trapdoor in the dungeon that leads to Scum Pond.
Last one out, turn off the lights.
Good work, Billy.
Hands up.
Yeah, keep calling normal here.
Could I see some identification?
Sure.
Scooter, what is happening?
I'm a junior agent. I've been using the high school as cover, and I've been after the princess a long time.
The princess is not the real princess?
Nah, she's just an international con artist. Makes friends with travelers, and she thinks they have anything worth stealing, tracks them down. Cool customer. Deadly.
She's no good.
Never was.
I didn't expect this from a fellow penguin.
He's no penguin. It was just a ruse to get
to the house, and she's wanted in 6 states.
7.
You're an American hero, and the balls is forever in your debt.
That's incredible.
Unbelievable.
Astonishing.
The princess is a criminal, and the penguin is no penguin, and the witch woman is no doctor?
I didn't know FBI agents could be that young.
What's so funny? I'm sorry. I couldn't resist telling you that story. No harm intended.
It's true, isn't it?
How could it be? It's too preposterous. Scooter made it up and passed it in as an English assignment. He only got a B because his paper was so messy. Neatness does count. He called his paper Crime on Pilgrim Road. I thought telling you a story would amuse you.
Never mind the story Sue's about brought it up. What really happened?
The day the princess arrived. The real story. Well, for one thing, there wasn't any story. And poor Mr. Creeps was still depressed about that city map being redrawn. And Flora Limetree was still trying to win that award.
Yes, sir.
Give this to Nana.
I'd be happy to give it to her, only why don't you give it to her yourself?
Because I'm leaving. I'm going away.
Going away? Now?
What's this nonsense about going away?
There she is. Now you can give her the letter yourself.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Anytime.
You bring me a letter, you John Juan, you Casanova. A letter's filled with sweet nothings. Maybe it's a poem. We love poems in this house. Sinbad's a poet.
No, Nanette. Nana. It's not a poem.
Don't tease. Oh.
Now you're going to know the whole truth. Now you're going to know everything. The truth of the matter is, I'm a bum. I'm penniless. I'm a human sponge. I don't have any money and I don't belong anywhere. I used to be a penguin long ago. Now I find out where other penguins are and I stay in as long as I can. And then I slip away and find another penguin. I'm ashamed of cheating Tarantula and Sinbad out of the rent money. I'm ashamed of pretending to be an Earthman. So I'm doing the only honorable thing. I'm leaving. I'm leaving because you've all been so kind to me. It's all in the letter.
You weren't going to say goodbye?
I hate goodbyes.
But Mortimer, I thought we were an item.
What can I offer a beautiful, young, lovely lady like yourself? I hate my head in shame.
No, man, don't be so hard on yourself.
Confession is good for the soul.
There it is. You know the worst. You can call the police, I understand. No hard feelings.
That won't be necessary, Mortimer. You can stay as long as you like.
Really?
The penguins have to stick together.
Besides, if you left, it would break Nana's heart.
I feel like a teenager in love.
You walk around the house and pay for your keep.
You could help raise the crocodiles.
You know, the minute I walked in here, I felt like I truly belonged here.
You'll be part of the family.
You haven't seen the vulture roost yet. We can be alone.
What about the real vulture?
Let him find his own girl.
Oh, Tarantula, I feel better already. I always feel good when I do a good deed.
It's only me, Henrietta.
Good news, Henrietta. Mr. Weird is going to stay with us.
Who?
Mr. Weird.
Oh,
us will call it.
That's very thoughtful of you, Henrietta.
The princess is so charming.
I guess it's okay to just walk right in.
Why not? Everyone is welcome. The princess loves company.
My editor wants more pictures. He wants to go all out. Do you think the princess will mind?
I'm sure she won't.
Aunt Rachel, who's that?
It's Sally.
Aunt Rachel!
Goodness, Sally, calm down. You're all excited. They're coming up the street. Who? The judges for the All-American Street Contest. They want to be coming here.
Alas.
That's just it. They are coming here.
Did somebody say something?
Oh, find the photographer, Lullaby. The photographer would like more pictures. Find the princess.
I'll find her.
Did I hear correctly? The judges are coming here.
There's a crowd with them. I don't understand. Well, you'll find out.
This way, please. In here.
Mrs. Creeps?
I'm Mrs. Creeps.
Oh. I am Dulcie Burnside. I'm the judge for the All-American Street Contest.
Welcome to my home.
And a most unusual home it is. Inside as well as out.
My husband.
Mr. Creeps.
A pleasure, Miss Burnside.
Well, this will ruin everything.
But Flora, I've got to explain.
You don't understand about this house, Miss Burnside.
What don't I understand?
This house shouldn't be considered. Don't let it influence your decision.
Don't be ridiculous, Mrs. Lime Juice.
Tree. Lime tree.
To be perfectly frank, it's because of this house that Pilgrim Road is going to win the award.
What?
Every year, the award goes to a street that's manicured and neat. This year, we looked for diversity, and how wonderful to find a street that still has room for individuality. This is why this year's award goes to Pilgrim Road.
But the rules of the contest say that every house must be within the city limits.
Are you saying this house is not within the city?
Pay no attention to her, Miss Burnside. She's a stupid little girl. She made a little mistake with the city map, but I'll see that it's corrected.
Honey, Flora, you said...
Zip it, Beverly.
More pictures? I have no objection.
Princess, would you do the honors?
Honors?
Would you give this trophy to Mrs. Lime Tree?
I would be honored.
I won. I won! I won it for Pilgrim Road! At last! Finally! Victory!
Thanks to this house.
Thanks to the Creeps.
Princess and Mrs. Lime Tree. Let's get a shot. The creeps, too.
You know what the best part about this is, Grandma?
What's that, Sinbad?
The creeps are back in town!
We never left.
Let's get one more picture, everybody.
Like this?
Perfect. Couldn't be better.
Pilgrim Road, the All-American Street.
I could write a story about this.
When I count to 3, say the magic word. 1, 2,